Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. And today I'm working on building the third house for the winners of the 2,000 subscriber special. Now the person that commented didn't actually specify what kind of house they wanted, so I decided to get creative and I've decided to build them a candy house, because their name has candy in it, so I thought it'd be fun to build them a house made out of candy. Now, if you want to stay up to date with these videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I post these brand new videos. Now, let's go ahead and jump straight into it here. In the background, I've been working on building the exterior of the house. Now, the idea for the house is to kind of build it like a gingerbread house. So I used mud blocks for the walls because it looks the closest to gingerbread. And then around the corners of the house, I did a combination of mangrove wood and pale oak wood as kind of like candy canes that hold up the house. Now I'm going through and working on building the windows. So all the windows in the house are all going to be different colors. So I used a combination of multiple different glass panes for each of the windows. And then I decided to go on the roof and I added candy bits all over the roof. So I just used a combination of different colored concrete blocks to kind of decorate the roof. And then once I got all of the colors put down, I decided to put some snow on top of them as like a little bit of frosting. So each bit got a little bit of frosting on top of it, just to give it a little bit of texture. And then I did the same thing on the entire sides of the house. So all the walls have candy bits in them. And then I also put some more frosting down. Once all the candy was put in, I went around and put some trapdoors down around some of the corners, just to give the house a little bit more depth. And then I added some flowers to the windows to give it some more color. Now the last bit for the exterior is going to be the dark oak trapdoors, which look like little tiny chocolate bars. So I thought they'd be perfect to add some texture in. And then I also used them for the front door as kind of like a little path. And now it's time to work on the inside. So for the inside, I did spruce wood for the floors. And then I did a nice little pattern with stairs for the ceiling bit. Now I'm working on building a nice little kitchen that's off in the corner, which I decorated with some barrels. And then I also added some trapdoors to them, just to give them a little bit of a color to them. And then I also put some candles down, get a little bit of light in the room. And then I also added some flower pots, get some plants in here as well. Once I was done with the kitchen, it's time to move on to the stairs. So for the stairs, I went with a pale oak wood, and I built a nice little staircase in the corner of the room that leads to the second floor. And then underneath that, I went ahead and added in some bookshelves. So that way you've got a nice little area to store all of your books. And then I added a carpet down right in front of the door that added a little bit of color. Almost accidentally burnt down the house in the process, but at least we got a nice little carpet. And then I added some plants. So I put some plants in the corner along with some paintings. So I put paintings up on the wall in a couple different spots. Now that I'm done with the first floor, it's time to move upstairs. So upstairs is going to be where the bedroom is at, and I decided to put these nice little like lollipop lights in, which I thought looked really cool. And then for the bed, I decided to build it as like a pink bed. So I used a combination of the cherry wood and some of the pale oak wood as well for the bed. And then once I got that done, I added some more paintings in for the walls. And then I got this cool idea of putting a candy machine into the house that actually like makes little candies. So that's what I decided to put in the middle of the room. So I came up with this design of using some hoppers, and then I put some powdered concrete along with some stained glass on top of them to make the little candy dispensers. And then all I had to do was just add some levers that would activate the machine. And that's pretty much it for the build. So now it's time for my favorite part, which is destroying the barrier and going through the entire house. Now, if you did enjoy this episode, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I post these brand new videos. If you'd like your own house in my world, I'll be picking one random winner from the comment section to build them a house on a 10x10 plot of land. So post your comments down below of what kind of build you'd like me to make, and maybe you will win your very own house. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody!